You're standing in line at the gate, phone in one hand, carry-on in the other, and you think you're blending in. But what if I told you airline staff have already noticed you? Not because you're loud, not because you're late, but because of a single habit you thought was harmless. It might be the reason you're flagged for a bag check, a seat downgrade, or an extra glance from security. Airlines aren't just looking at tickets and tags, they're noticing behaviors. And some habits passengers pick up without thinking can raise eyebrows or quietly tip the scales against you. Let's walk through the top ones to avoid, starting with a move almost everyone makes. Topic number 1, standing too early at the gate. You see the gate agent step up, and you jump out of your seat to be first in line. Harmless, right? Not really. While there's no official policy against early lineups, flight staff often notice who crowds the gate before boarding begins, especially if you're holding a bulging bag or pacing. They may not charge you more, but stepping up too early can draw attention to your carry-on. If it looks oversized, it might get flagged. No need to rush. Boarding groups exist for a reason. Hang back until yours is called and you'll likely avoid the extra scrutiny. Topic number 2, volunteering your bag for the sizer. You walk up, see the metal sizer and think, I'll just check. But here's the thing. If your bag touches that bin and it's even slightly snug, the agent now has cause to measure more closely. There's no rule that says touching it equals a fee, but it invites inspection. If your bag doesn't glide in easily, you could be asked to gate check it, sometimes with a surprise charge. Test it at home. Use a quiet moment at the airport if you must. But don't volunteer your bag at the front of the boarding line. Once they're looking closely, it's hard to walk it back. Topic number 3, faking calm at TSA checkpoints. A lot of advice says to stay relaxed and act like a seasoned traveler. That's fine, but don't overdo it. TSA once used programs like SPOT trying to detect suspicious behavior based on body language. Studies later showed these programs didn't really work. They've been scaled back or dropped entirely. So no, acting too calm isn't going to get you pulled aside. What does matter? Being cooperative, not disruptive, and having your items ready. You don't need to perform, just move with purpose and respect the process. That's all they're looking for. Topic number 4, using loud or demanding language with staff. This one is real. Gate agents and flight crews deal with hundreds of people a day. The way you speak can absolutely influence what happens next. Rude passengers don't get blacklisted, but they do get noted. If there's a choice between giving a better seat to someone pleasant or someone pushy, guess who wins? It affects things like rebooking help, seat flexibility, and even the tone of how you're treated on board. Being assertive is fine. Being aggressive? That sticks. Topic number 5, posting boarding passes online. This is an actual security risk. Your boarding pass barcode holds more than your flight info. It can include your name, frequent flyer number, booking reference, and even contact details. Hackers can use it to access your reservation, cancel flights, or siphon off miles. Experts recommend never posting it online. If you do share a travel pic, make sure every part of the code is completely obscured. Safer bet? Don't post it at all. Topic number 6, ignoring the seat map before flight time. You booked your seat a month ago and haven't looked since. Big miss. Airlines shuffle seat maps constantly. People upgrade, cancel, or get rebooked. Exit rows and extra legroom seats can open up just hours before the flight. Sometimes even premium economy seats become available for no extra charge. Check your seat map the day before you fly. Check it again an hour before boarding. 2 minutes of effort could land you in a better seat, no upgrade fee required. Topic number 7, packing bright bags that attract attention. There's no rule against neon luggage. Gate agents don't charge you extra because your suitcase is orange. But bright bags do draw the eye, and in a crowd of similar carry-ons, they're more likely to get noticed for better or worse. The bigger concern? Theft. Flashy luggage can signal valuables. Go neutral if you want to blend in. More importantly, make sure your bag actually meets size limits. That's what agents care about. Not the color, but the compliance. Topic number 8, leaving headphones on at boarding. You've got your music on, you're zoning out, and you almost miss your name being called. It happens a lot. Announcements for upgrades, last calls, gate changes, they're all done verbally. If you're locked into your playlist, you might miss something important. Not dangerous, just inconvenient. Best move? Pull out at least one earbud during boarding. Stay aware for a few minutes. Once you're buckled in, go back to your soundtrack. Bonus tip number 1. Taking photos of security staff. In the US, filming or taking photos at TSA checkpoints is technically allowed, but there's a catch. If it interferes with screening or captures sensitive equipment, you can be asked to stop. International airports are often stricter. Some countries don't allow any photography in security zones. Even where it's legal, filming security staff can make you a target for extra attention. If you're vlogging, aim the camera away from officers and avoid lingering near inspection areas. Better safe than explaining your YouTube channel to federal agents. Bonus tip number 2, using someone else's boarding group. You're in group 5, your travel buddy is in group 1, and you figure you'll just walk up together. Sometimes it works, but every scan shows your actual group number. If the agent decides to enforce it, you'll be sent to the back. It's not a big deal the first time, but repeat it a few times and your name might ring a bell. Not in a good way. Stick with your group or ask politely to board together. The occasional favor is fine, just don't make a habit of sneaking ahead. Let's recap. Let's bring it home. Skip the early gate hover. Don't offer your bag for inspection unless asked. Be yourself at TSA. No need to overperform. Keep your tone respectful with staff. Don't share your boarding pass online. Check that seat map. Pack smart. Listen up during boarding. Watch where you point your camera. And board with the group you're assigned. You don't need to fly like a pro to avoid trouble. You just need to know what gets noticed and what doesn't. Let me know in the comments which of these surprised you. Which one have you done? No judgment, we've all been there. And if this helped you travel a little smoother, hit subscribe. The next video is about never booking this seat and why airlines won't tell you why. Trust me, you'll want to see that one. Safe travels.